We like to believe that power corrupts because people are weak, that leaders fall because they are greedy, selfish, or morally flawed. But history tells a more uncomfortable story. Power doesn't corrupt because people are evil. It corrupts because it changes how the human mind works. And once that change begins, even good intentions become dangerous. This is not a story about villains. It is a story about human psychology and why almost no one escapes power unchanged. When empires collapse, we search for a name to blame. A tyrant, a dictator, a cruel king. History books love this explanation because it's simple. But simplicity is comforting, not accurate. Many of history's most destructive leaders did not begin as monsters. They were reformers, visionaries, protectors. They promised order where there was chaos, stability where there was fear, and at first, they delivered. So if power corrupts only the wicked, why does corruption appear again and again across cultures, centuries, and belief systems? The answer lies not in morality, but in the structure of power itself. Power does something subtle to the human mind. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with warning. It rewires perception. Studies in psychology show that as people gain power, they begin to experience reduced empathy. Not because they stop caring, but because they stop needing to care. Power removes consequence. When no one can challenge you, when no one can correct you, your brain quietly concludes, my perspective must be right. Over time, disagreement feels like disrespect. Criticism feels like betrayal, and reality begins to bend around authority. This is how power creates isolation, even in rooms full of advisors. In ancient Rome, emperors ruled vast populations they would never meet. Their decisions shaped millions of lives, yet those lives remained invisible. Distance is dangerous. The farther power moves from consequences, the easier it becomes to justify cruelty as necessity. Roman emperors rarely saw the suffering their policies caused. They saw reports, numbers, messages filtered by loyalty and fear. And when information flows upward through fear, truth arrives distorted. Power doesn't just corrupt leaders, it corrupts the information they receive. Power survives not through force alone, but through obedience. One of the most disturbing discoveries in psychology is how easily ordinary people obey authority, even when it conflicts with their conscience. The presence of authority reduces personal responsibility. Power does not need to threaten everyone. It only needs to normalize obedience. And once obedience becomes culture, corruption no longer feels like corruption. It feels like order. This is the hardest truth to accept. Power does not test character. It changes it. The more control a person has, the less feedback they receive. The less feedback they receive, the more confident they become. And unchecked confidence eventually replaces wisdom. We ask why power always corrupts, but the more important question is this: why do we continue to design systems that place so much power in so few hands without meaningful restraint? Because power does not need evil to become dangerous. It only needs silence, distance, and time. History does not warn us about villains. It warns us about unchecked authority. And the most dangerous power is the one that believes itself justified.